What's up, guys? How are we all doing? Welcome back to a brand new Q&A stream. We do these once a month, and we are back at it again for a brand new live stream and a brand new Q&A stream here for the month of June. So, of course, if you guys do enjoy this live stream, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That really does help out a ton. And in addition to that, obviously, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel furthermore, please consider becoming a member of the channel. Members do gain exclusive emotes. You get 20 of them in total. You get a badge next to your name, priority in sub matches, and of course, in addition to that, access to the Discord server plus exclusive channels on the Discord server itself. So with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's play that intro video and let's get started with our Q&A for the month of June. Oh, what's up, guys? How are we all doing? We are back at it again, live once more. Let's give some shout-outs, shall we? We have Noel Salonen in the chat. We've got Popcorn King YT. We've got Drillo. We got Exotic Hybrid. We got Carrot King. We got Scully Plays. We got Chris Hernandez. Dominic Miller, Troll Stars, Casey Christensen, Yusuf Fawaz, Chase Riley, Zofo, Darth Threx, Step Bro Zofo, sorry, that's the same person, Kilsao, Blitzfan1234, what is up? Schmicky Schnitzel, how are you, my friend? Max Ziteriuk, Joe Sweeney, Alex Biroskin, Finn M, Proud Mother of Two, Tyrese Notice, Ethan, Victor Gonzalez, Dr. Hootie 2007, Sam Poppet, Step Bro Savage TTV, Zeno Naruto Plays, Night King, what is up? Ben Fulton, how are you? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this Q&A started. I'm going to take questions for about an hour or so here for today. Of course, don't forget, we're going to do another one of these Q&A streams next month, should we reach 500 likes on this video right here. So, with that in mind, let's get those questions started. If you guys have any questions, go on ahead and fire some away over in the chat. And of course, in addition to that, if there's an urgent comment or question that you really need to have read, consider using the super chat function for that. All right, so let's get started, shall we? ODST Shark says, Blitzwinger, did you know that you're the best YouTuber? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Blitzer Figs says, do you still watch WWE? I do not. I've not kept up with WWE for quite a while now. I mean, I did not watch regularly for a long time, but I still kind of kept tabs on what was going on, but I have not even been keeping tabs of what's happening for... The last thing I saw was Bray Wyatt's new gimmick. I'm forgetting the name of it right now. The Fiend. On SummerSlam, I think, whenever he debuted. Like, that was the last kind of major thing that I had seen. Dead Merc EN says, hey, Blitz, hello. Is that a new member? You might be a new member. Welcome. Blitz, are you going to play Miles Morales Spider-Man? This one comes to us from Sith Lover 2.0. Yes, I certainly do plan to play Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man Miles Morales, sorry, to clarify. Are you going to play Cyberpunk from Logan Bigford? Yes. Darthrex says, Blitz, I came top 3 in every round of Mario Kart yesterday. My name was awesome, and I didn't use the smart controls. Fair enough. GG. Well played, bro. Odd Captain says, Blitz, what's your favorite film? Probably The Dark Knight. Up there as well would be Predator and Terminator 3. Or 2, sorry. 3. I saw a 3 in chat, so I said 3. Blitz, use oops. One heck of a name. At Blitzwinger, do you know that you should type oops? No, I don't. Codel Murray, what's up, man? How are you doing, dude? Maxi Tariuk says, Blitz, do you like The Office? I actually just recently finally started watching The Office, and I know that's like a big shocker for a lot of people. Like, what? Just now? But yes, and I've really been enjoying it. So, so far, so good. And I'm watching the American Office, I should clarify, because I know that there was the British version originally with Ricky Gervais in the role of Steve Carell, or I guess Steve Carell in the role of Ricky Gervais, since he's the original. I've not seen that one yet. So if you're asking about that one, I have not seen it. Chase Riley comes through with the first super chat of the stream. Chase Riley, I like that avatar, bro. You got that Miles Morales Spider-Man looking pretty sick. Nice little update. I like how you first changed your name to Miles Morales, but then kept your avatar. Now you changed the avatar, but changed your name back. It's like, what? Chase Riley coming through with the 199 super chat saying, did you hear the DC will not be at Comic-Con? There is no Comic-Con. What do you mean they're not going to be at Comic-Con? San Diego Comic-Con is canceled. Chase, what you talking about? Have you not heard of the quarantine, bro? Okay, Adriel says, why don't you do the Lego DC Supervillains customs as common as Fortnite? Adriel would say, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, do you mean, like, do more Lego DC Supervillains customs? Is that what the question is? Clarify, if that's what you mean. When is this month's trivia stream coming to us from Carrot King? Most likely what I will do is it'll be sometime this upcoming week, because we're going to do a stream for Fortnite tomorrow because of the event. And then we have another Fortnite stream on Wednesday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of the streams, either the Friday or Sunday stream will be a trivia stream instead of your typical stream that we would expect, I guess. Drillo says, are you going to play Fortnite Season 3? Absolutely. Event happening tomorrow. Today, by the way, I bought the Cyclo skin, so look forward to that. I'm going to showcase that later on today on the Fortnite live stream. So that thing is pretty epic looking. I'm going to go on a bit of a rant. I don't think it's worth 2,000 V-Bucks, because especially for someone like me who has the Tempest skin already. But whatever, it's still an epic looking skin. So we're going to check that out. And of course, we've got the Doomsday event tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we have the new season starting. Chase Riley says the at-home one. There's an at-home Comic-Con? At-home Comic-Con. What is that all about? Stay-home Comic-Con? Wait, what? Dude, this is like a real thing? Okay, Chase, you've clearly taught me something. I did not know that there was an at-home Comic-Con, so I'm going to need to look that up and learn about that. But thank you so very much for your super chat, and thank you for the new info, because I genuinely did not know that. Zofo dropping a $2 super chat. Have you seen Onward? I have not, and if so, what do you think? Well, I've not seen it. Is it on Disney Plus now? If it is, I need to check it out for sure, because I have no excuses to not check it out. Stealth Player says Marvel or DC. I would pick, look, I read a lot more Marvel as a whole, like just from like in terms of comics and such, but Batman is still my favorite character. So because of that, it's always tough to answer that question. It's like, if I exclude Batman from DC, then it's for sure Marvel. But because Batman is there, it makes it more tough. But I would still probably overall pick Marvel. Snyder Cut thoughts from Davish Sood. Kind of difficult to have any thoughts on it yet. We'll see. I am very, 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 very surprised by the fact that so many people are assuming that it's going to be this masterpiece of a film, just because I'm like, did you watch BVS? Like, that movie was not good. Not the extended cut and not the regular cut. I did not like that film. So to me, I'm very, very surprised that there's all these people who are like, oh yeah, but he's going to knock it out of the park with Justice League. I hope it's awesome. But I also don't really know where there's this like certainty that it is going to be an amazing film. I'm looking forward to seeing it though, for sure. Blitzfan1234, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat. Biggest super chat of the stream so far. Is cereal soup or a soup? No. Soups have to reach boiling point. If they don't reach boiling points, they're not soups. They're disqualified from being a soup. That's why cereal would not be considered a soup. I've never even heard that argument. Are hot dogs a sandwich? That one is tougher to answer. Probably. I mean, technically, I guess it is, right? Like, it's a filling between two pieces of bread. So I guess, yeah, I guess hot dogs would be considered a sandwich. I never thought about it, but I guess so. What secret conspiracy would you like to start? I do not want to start any secret conspiracy theory. And then, what sound do you love? I don't know what that means. Like, what music do I like? Is that what the question is, Blitzfan? Clarify. Cameron Kerr asks, can you do a Dead by Daylight stream? Yes, I can, and I will. I'm not sure when, but hopefully soon. The next few streams. So, for example, I went ahead and looked at the like schedule that I had for the next week. So on Tuesday, we're gonna do a Rocket League and Call of Duty stream. So for those of you that want to see Rocket League, that's happening on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that. Which means that most likely Wednesday and Thursday we'll probably wind up doing. Or wait, no, Wednesday is the Lego DC stream. Okay, we'll see. I'm not 100% sure when it would happen, but we do have Overwatch, Rocket League scheduled, and so once I do those two streams, then I'll do a Dead by Daylight stream, hopefully soon after that. What is your favorite comic book series? And this question comes to us from Mr. Shadow. Favorite comic book series would be Invincible by Robert Kirkman. Will you play Ghost of Tsushima from Stealth Player? Yes, I will. Gabriel Jr. Becerra says, can you play Last of Us? I will. I look forward to it. I hope it will turn out awesome. I'm a little bit nervous because some people have unfortunately begun spoiling things. They're like, oh, this character. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just stop talking, you know? So it's been annoying, but I hope the game still turns out awesome. And the reviews have been exceptional. Like, they've been getting like 10s and 9.5 and 10 almost across the board, which is pretty epic. Did you hear about the new Spider-Man game? Yes, I have. Zozo Al... How do you say that? Alhamdan, maybe? Yes, I have heard of the new Spider-Man game. I did a reaction watching the entire PlayStation event. It is still available on the channel, so you can go on ahead and check it out. Oh, we got another super chat. This one comes to us from Ben Gibson. Ben Gibson, thank you so very much for the $1.99 super chat. Hey, Blitz. I've been watching you since Lego Marvel. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. And more importantly, thank you so very much for sticking with the channel for so long. The fact that you're still around, much, much appreciated. Thank you. We got another super chat. This one comes to us from Blitzfan. Once again, coming through with the $2 buckaroo super chat. Like a noise. What's a noise? What noise do you like? I don't get that question. That's just a weird question. I don't think there is like a noise that I like. That's a weird, I don't know. Is that like a thing that people are supposed to be able to answer normally? Chat, what's a noise that you like? I don't know what that means. Aiden's Mind. Thank you so very much for the $4.99 super chat. What made you change from action figure videos to video games? So primarily was the fact that I wanted to do video games videos right off the bat, but I could not afford the equipment. So it was just basically building up slowly but surely the budget to be able to buy a microphone. This wasn't even the mic that I used to use. I used the Yeti microphone and a capture card, which was the HD PVR. And so slowly but surely, as soon as I saved up enough to be able to afford the equipment, that's when I was able to make the transition. So there you go. But thank you, by the way, for tying the biggest super chat of the stream. Darth Rex asks, when is the FIFA stream? It will be tomorrow, and it will be a morning stream. So make sure you're here, Darth Rex. You and Hamza Beast ask about FIFA all the time. So there you go. Kyle Ramdean says, when are you coming to Montreal? I've been to Montreal a handful of times already. It's an absolutely beautiful city. Ben Fulton says, I'm new to reading comics. Where should I start in terms of Batman? Where should you start? I mean, I'm assuming you've got a pretty good understanding of the origin story. If you don't have an understanding of the origin story, probably read like Batman Year One, or Batman Earth One, I think it was called. Yes, Batman Earth One. So this is a pretty good story as well. So I think they did a volume 2. I haven't read it yet. I would say that that's a pretty good spot to start with. And then outside of that, I probably personally, I'm still a big fan of the Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo run. So I would recommend for you to go read that comic book run. But if you're not interested in kind of, I mean, it's not old, but it's a few years old, then maybe just start reading whatever's happening right now. Like, they're introducing a bunch of new characters right now in the comics for Batman. So maybe go with that and just try to kind of like backtrack wherever you're confused. Hopefully, like most of the time, if there's points of confusion, you can kind of look up a storyline that would explain those things. So hopefully that helps. There you go. Scout Vertex says, what's your favorite Batman game? Batman Arkham Asylum is number 1 for me. Batman Arkham Knight, shockingly, is number 2. Batman Arkham City is number 3. And Batman Arkham Origins is number 4. Mjolnir, thank you so very much for the 279 super chat. What's up, Blitz? I'm a big fan. I'm just tuning in. Well, thank you, Mjolnir. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much for the support. And thank you so very much for the 279 super chat. Much appreciated. Zeno Naruto Plays says, what happened to Aethix Gaming? I think he just stopped making videos. I was just talking to him like the last 2 or 3 days. We've been talking about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox. But like I always say, if you have any questions for him, you can go on ahead and still reach him on, I think his Twitter is still active. So Twitter or Instagram, you should be able to reach him there. Hey, Blitz fan, thank you so very much for the biggest super chat of the stream. Thank you for the 5 buckaroo. Did time exist before the universe was created? Well, that's an easy question. Or did that come later? I guess in human terms, probably the creation of the concept of time in terms of the way that we think of it must have come later. And then if you had the entire world's attention for 5 minutes, what would you say? Whew, Blitz fan, those are some serious questions, bro. I mean, the problem is that there is nothing that you're going to be able to say in 5 minutes that would persuade everybody. So it's not an element of just having the world's attention for 5 minutes. It would be more so about having the ability to speak to people for 5 minutes, and then hopefully whatever you speak to resonates and like actually lands, because the problem is just getting the attention would not be all that effective, I would imagine, because a bunch of people would just be like, yeah, whatever, I don't care what that guy was saying. So there you go. Will you play Marvel's Avengers, and will you play... Wait, what? Okay, so Psycho or Orion just asks, will you play Marvel's Avengers? Twice. That's how badly he wants this question answered. Yes, I will. That game is coming out in September. Harry Play says, have you ever played Kingdom Hearts? Yes, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I started 3 and was incredibly confused and could not get into the storyline, which was a bit unfortunate. But the game itself is absolutely wonderful. Like, it looks great, and it plays very well. And of course, like always, Kingdom Hearts has fantastic music. Do you still play Skylanders Imaginators from Predaking Savage? I do not. What is your favorite video game? Batman Arkham Asylum, Claw, and... I don't know. I'd probably have to throw like Last of Us on there. Mario Galaxy on there. That would be top 4. I can't think of another one right now. Will you play Resident Evil 3? Yes, I will, Bombird. What are your thoughts on Spider-Man Miles Morales? I'm very, very excited to find out more. I'm super stoked that they've confirmed the fact that the game is a standalone game instead of just being a DLC, because that's the thing that a lot of people were like freaking out over. They're like, it's just a DLC. It's just... I'm like, even if it's a DLC, that's still awesome. Like, what are you complaining about? If they said, okay, here's a DLC for Spider-Man PS4, what are you really going to be like, oh, well, it's just a DLC? Like, I'd still be happy. But the fact is that they've confirmed that it's not just a DLC. Somebody asked, what is your favorite color? Red and black. Are you going to stream Pokemon DLC? Victor Gonzalez, yes. Well, sorry. I don't know if I'm going to stream it. I might record that, but we'll see. I might do like a record the main, like whatever story campaign for it is, and then do a few online battles. Why do you always play dead old games? I don't know. Why do you ask dead old questions? That was terrible. Ben 10. Okay, I don't know what that means. Blitz, will you do the Harry Potter watch party? No. What is your favorite Jurassic movie? Jurassic Park, and then probably Jurassic World, actually. Are you persuaded enough to watch Phase 4 of Marvel? From Wolfie, what's the name of the guy? Wolfie Boris? I'm not sure what you mean by persuaded. I don't need to be persuaded. I love the Marvel movies, so I will check them out. As long as they continue to be entertaining, I don't see, and interesting and fun, I don't see why I would stop watching them, you know? Like, obviously, if they suddenly become terrible or consistently become terrible, then I'll stop watching them. When is the Overwatch stream? Darth Rex, I'm going to do Rocket League stream this Tuesday. And then Overwatch, I'm not 100% sure, but most likely on the weekend. Are you going to play Dragon Ball Legends? No. When will you play Overcooked? Not sure. What kind of music do you like most from Christian Aiton? Probably hip hop and rock. What is your favorite Marvel standalone movie? Iron Man. It's not just my favorite standalone movie. It's just my favorite Marvel movie, bar none. Lachlan Calder, 14. Thank you so very much for the 99 cents super chat, my friend. I wish you would. Oh, wait, you can't write anything, I think, on the 90. That's probably why you didn't ask. But regardless, thank you so very much for your support. Who's your favorite characters in Injustice 1 and 2? From Shakar Latif. Okay, Injustice 1. I'm trying to remember who were the characters. I mean, I obviously could just pick like Batman, but I'm trying to remember like characters that were influential to the story. Man, I gotta reread, or I guess replay Injustice, but I'll just pick Batman because that's the first one that came to mind, but I feel like that's a really crappy answer, so my bad. Blitzfan1234, thank you so very much for the 2 buckaroo super chat. What is in your fridge now? Food. Caleb Hep Bum says DC or Marvel. Already answered that. Marvel overall, but I certainly am a pretty big fan of DC as well. Hamza Aiden says, Blitz, I was born in Toronto. Very cool. Fellow GTA member. What games do you want to see a sequel of? From Syrup Comedic Sketches. That's a great name. Sequels that I'd like to see. Injustice. I'd like to see that. So I'd like to see an Injustice 3. And I am a little bit concerned about the fact that WB is selling off their games division. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after that, right? Because that means the Lego games are getting sold off. That means that WB Montreal is getting sold off. I'm guessing Rocksteady is getting sold off. NetherRealm. So we'll see. Now, what else would I like to see a sequel for? I wish I had my games here so I could like look at a list of games and then decide. I mean, Spider-Man, but we're getting that already. God of War, I'd say, like the new God of War would be really cool to see a sequel for. What else have I played recently that I'd be like, ooh, that's cool. I want to see a sequel. Horizon, but we're getting that. Bloodborne. I'd like to see a Bloodborne sequel. I mean, I don't know. I hope that's a good enough answer for now. Do you like Ninja Turtles? From Pep J. I'm not a huge fan of Ninja Turtles. I didn't grow up like watching Ninja Turtles. For me, like my shows that I grew up with that I'm like super nostalgic for is pretty much like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade. Like those are the shows that I grew up with. Have you ever been to New York? Yeah, I've been to New York 4 or 5 times, something like that. What microphone are you using? This one comes to us from Mike-aholic Gaming. This is the Shure SM7B, probably the most like popular microphone for podcasting and YouTube videos. Dead Merkin says, hey Blitz, what's up, man? How are you doing? What is the most disappointing movie you have seen? From Ben Fulton. I think one of the most disappointing ones would probably be Suicide Squad. I think I was so stoked for that movie because of the trailers and the soundtrack and everything, and then it just kind of wasn't all that great. Another one would probably be BVS. Again, those are not movies that I would per se like say that they're awful. It's just that my hype and excitement for them was so high, and then when they completely underdeliver, obviously that's extremely disappointing. So I hope that that's what you meant by your question. JTT says, are you more of a comic book or a video game lover? I think that I don't know. I mean, like, I guess both. Really, the thing that I'm probably most excited for most of the time is games based on comic books. So it's almost like a bit of a cop-out to answer your question that way, but that's how I would answer it, if that makes any sense. Blitz fan, thank you so very much for yet another 5 buckaroo super chat. If you had to lock someone up in a mental asylum, who would it be? Well, Blitz fan, that's an interesting question. Did you just like go into weirdest question generator or something, and you just firing off the weirdest questions? I don't know. I can't. I mean, I do know, but I'm not gonna bite. I'm not gonna bite on that question. Most game 6 says, what are your favorite developers for video games? I'm assuming that's the question. I would say Naughty Dog is probably the best developer on the planet. Like, I just don't think that they make bad games. They don't even make average games or good games. All their games have been great, in my opinion. So I'd say Naughty Dog is probably number 1. If we're allowed to say Valve, I mean, like, they haven't made games in a little while. Like, I know they've made Half-Life Alyx or however you say that, or Alyx. But outside of that, obviously, prior to that point, they've made a ton of great games, like the Portal franchise, the Half-Life games, oh my gosh, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. So, like, they've made a ton of great games. So they would be up there as well. I think NetherRealm, in their like field, to be that exceptional at making fighting games is a really, really tough thing. So I think that they would be up there as well. I would put TT Games up there as well, because again, they've had such a long run with so much variance, and they've worked on so many different franchises, and they've done stuff like just regular Lego games, like traditional Lego games, and then they did stuff like Lego Dimensions, and then they did stuff like that is not based on franchises, like Lego City Undercover. So it's like, I would put them up there as well. Just if for anything, just for the longevity's sake, like the fact that they've made so many games, it's absolutely impressive. Square Enix for Injustice 3? No. Dude, you gotta get, why would you switch out from that? What? NetherRealm knocks those games out of the park. Like, to me, that's what I would rather see NetherRealm work on, if possible, in like perpetuity, you know? Now, again, here come all the Mortal Kombat fans. They're going to go after me and go like, what? How dare you? But I would prefer for them to, again, if this sale of AT&T, if they do sell off the games division, who knows? Maybe it will be possible for NetherRealm to do like a Marvel game, which would be really, really cool. Aiden's Mind, thank you so very much for the 199 super chat, my friend. Will you play Minecraft Dungeons and Avengers? We have played Minecraft Dungeons. I think I'm just going to start playing it solo, just because, again, the whole scheduling thing of trying to get Gamer and my schedules to line up and all that. So because of that, I think that I'm just going to start streaming it solo. That way I don't have to worry about like, oh, okay, well, can he stream this day or can I stream that day, and so on and so forth. And then for Avengers, yes, but that's coming out in September, so it's going to be a while. Greeny54, what is your avatar? Is that Kamen Rider? I don't know what that is. Thank you for the 199 super chat, my friend. What is got to go comic books? Oh, were you answering the question of like comics versus video games? I'm assuming that's what the reply there was. Greeny5454. Thank you. Will they kill Peter Parker in the sequel for Spider-Man PS4? No, I don't think so. I mean, they could, because that's what they did in the comics. That's how they set up Miles. But again, that was in the Ultimate Comics. My guess is one of two things has happened. We're either going to have a time skip, and so maybe Parker has like left, and maybe he's like on a trip with MJ or something like that, and he leaves Miles to basically protect and defend the city. Or the more likely thing, in my opinion, is that this is an alternate universe, and so it's almost like what they did with Marvel, where it was they had the Ultimate Universe, and then they had the 616 universe, and then they crossed them over eventually with like Spider-Geddon and Spider Island and all these different storylines. So maybe they'll do a similar thing. We'll get like Spider-Man Miles Morales, maybe then Spider-Man Noir or something like that, and then eventually they like bring them all together, almost like a Avengers, but of just Spider-Man. Red Wolf 980. Thank you so very much for the 2 buckaroo super chat, my friend. What is your avatar? Is that a Pokemon? I can't quite tell. I think that's a Pokemon. I don't know. Red wolf, or maybe that's a wolf. Sorry. I thought maybe that was, for some reason, I thought it was Blaziken from Pokemon First. Do you think you'd go back to Lego City Undercover? Not unless if they made a new version of the game, which I'd love to see, because honestly, like, that game is still, in my opinion, so underrated. Like, it's a really, really, really well done game. It's what that game needed is multiplayer, because if it had multiplayer, it could have legs for much longer, and it could have been popular for much longer. If they had almost like kind of like GTA Online, you know, if they had something like that, like Lego City Online, I think that would have been huge, so that you could design like different mini games and racing and different missions throughout. I think that would be really, really cool. Blitzfan1234, thank you so very much for the $5 super chat, my friend. Yeah, I looked up the weirdest questions to ask someone. How would my hero rank? Sorry, My Hero Academia, I'm assuming, rank for anime. I mean, I would say that My Hero Academia is gonna be what Naruto and Dragon Ball Z was like for the previous 2 generations, where it's kind of like the big show that if you're a fan of anime, like that's kind of like an anchor show. I think that My Hero Academia will be that for this generation. Like, I think that we will see people look back on My Hero Academia with the same fondness that we now, like the people like myself, look back on Dragon Ball Z. So I think that that's just how highly I would rank it. I think it's gonna go down as like one of the all-time greatest shows. Not just shonen, but like especially in just that genre of like action hero anime sort of thing. Then Sam M, thank you so very much for the $3.99 super chat, my friend. Are you going to be doing Pokemon Sword DLC? Yes, I will be. I'm looking forward to checking it out. Looks like we're going to be getting some new Galarian Pokemon, so we'll see what that's all about. And of course, hopefully the actual campaign for it is a lot of fun. So there you go, Sam. Thank you so very much for a great question. Moving right along, let's see what else we have in chat. By the way, guys, we are getting very close to 500 likes. So if you guys want to see another one of these Q&A streams next month, then go on ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Thank you guys for the support. Amon H says, will you play Last of Us 2? Yes. Odd Captain asks, Blitz, what's your favorite skin in Fortnite? Too many to decide, but I will tell you one thing. The skin that currently has been released, I think it's called Cyclo, right? I'm going to play as that skin in the Fortnite stream today. It is so good. Like, it annoys me that it's 2,000 V-Bucks. It should not be that expensive. Or sorry, let me clarify. It should not be that expensive if you own Tempest, because it's just Tempest with like a little bit of a different armor, but it's basically the Tempest skin. So it is annoying that they basically like just did a style for Tempest and charged 2,000 V-Bucks for it. But it is really, really cool. So it's up there for sure. Now, keep in mind, of course, obviously, Fortnite has a ton of skins. You got Deadpool, you got Batman, you got Cable's a cool skin. You got, I'm trying to remember some other ones. I had a bunch of them on my favorites tab. So tune into the Fortnite stream. I'll probably be able to answer that question better then. Can you play Star Wars from Maverick Cortez? I do play Star Wars. I think I'm probably one of the very few people that still plays Star Wars Battlefront 2. So there you go. Gold Troop. Dude, that's some weird spelling you did there. I'll miss the event. Rip. Well, you can watch the highlights by watching my channel, bro. So we're going to stream it. Spider Thomas HD. That's one heck of a crossover. Eat some food. All caps. You got to scream it. Cool. Thanks for that. Will you play Lego Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars? Yes. So the plan is that I'm going to watch the Clone Wars show at least until I think season 3, right? Because I think that's what people told me, that the Lego Star Wars game is up to season 3. So once I'm at least there, then I'm going to go on ahead and play the game again and actually finish it this time. So that's the plan. Arnold Law asks, do you like Christian Bale as Batman? Yes, I think he's the best Batman we've had. Cyclo is a storyline skin. It's Midas wearing an outfit used to control the storm. Well, I did not know that, Zapato. So thank you for walking through, grabbing the, I was going to say proverbial microphone, but I guess you could grab this microphone and then just delivering a mic drop moment right there. Thanks. I did not know that. But you do have to admit that it looks awful lot like Tempest, right? Which then I guess makes you think, like, was Tempest Midas all along? Mind blown. Garfield's dance. That's probably the person that was tweeting me the Garfield dance, which was just horror fuel. What is a Q&A? Question and answer. Carrot King asks, will you play Lego Bacon, the Crispy Saga? I must have not got that one. That must have been a really limited edition release. When are you going to play Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Fighters? Fighters, probably very, very soon, because I do want to do an episode of You versus Me for Fighters. And Xenoverse, I don't know. Do you like the PlayStation 5? Yes, I think it looks awesome. My one concern about it is that after the reveal, we got pictures of the box like next to the other boxes, and I'm genuinely surprised how massive it is. Like, it is so much bigger than I thought. It's really, really weird. I don't know why they made... Well, I mean, I guess I know why, because it probably just required more space for like the SSD and all the memory and everything, but it is a giant box. Like, it is going to be probably the biggest console we've ever had. So we'll see. That's my only concern with it. Hey, Crazy J, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Do you know why I can't view the Mortal Kombat stream? It keeps saying it's private. What is your favorite Lego game and what's your dream game? Okay, so let's run through them. First of all, do I know why you can't view the Mortal Kombat stream? Yes, because literally as soon as I finished the stream, I got a notification that it was blocked and had the violence and all that, whatever that rating thing is that they're doing. So that's the answer to that. Because of the, I don't remember who was that used the fatalities. So there you go. Then favorite Lego game, Lego Marvel Superheroes is probably it. But again, I have not played all of them, but I would be very surprised if something else dethroned that. And then what's your dream game? Probably a fighting game by NetherRealm for Marvel. I think that would be really cool. The other ones we were kind of getting as it is. Like, I would love to see a Green Lantern game that's done like as an epic RPG. I'd love to see a Thor game done by maybe the team that works on Assassin's Creed, because I think it could be in that style. I think that, like I've said, a Flash game would be really cool as well. And I don't mean like Flash and like a Flash like built game. I mean like the superhero. So those would be some of the other ones. Jameer Gold, thank you for the $1.99 super chat, my friend. I'm your biggest fan. Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for dropping that super chat. All right, back to the chat. What episode are you up to in the Clone Wars TV show? I've not watched any more since last time, so I think I'm still on episode 5. No, I don't remember. See, somewhere in the 15 to 17 range. I don't remember what episode I stopped on. Somewhere in there, though. What's the next Fortnite stream about? Is it custom sub games or a challenge game? It's going to be a challenge game today. It's going to be later on today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, and I have to play with no HUD. So that's what we're going to try. We'll see how difficult that is. Tracy Artis says, what is your favorite PS4 Spider-Man suit and why? Tracy, you got to check the channel. I've done a top 10. Go watch the video. You will know exactly. And I cover it all in detail for why. Spider Thomas HD says, what is your favorite food? Pizza, broccoli, watermelon. Top 3. I know it's a weird combination. Don't eat them all together, or at least I haven't, but those are my favorite foods. Logan Watkins says, what games do you plan to play on the Switch? Like the most recent one that we're going to play, or like the most, I guess, closely upcoming one is going to be the new Paper Mario game. And then the Sword and Shield DLCs. Can you do Marvel Battlegrounds stream on Disney Infinity 3.0? Facehunter 676. Maybe. That's not a bad idea, actually. So I would consider it for sure. I just don't want to promise anything because I've got a bunch of other series that I need to, or not series, streams that I need to do before that. Blitzfan1234, thank you so very much for the $2 super chat, my friend. They should do an Arrowverse game. Thoughts? I mean, that would make sense. I guess especially if like Arrow ends, right? Because I think it's over, and maybe Flash ends. Maybe they could do a game afterwards, right? That brings back all those actors as voice actors. So I don't see why not. Maverick Cortez says, will you redo Lego Dimensions? I'm just gonna say stick around. Darth Rex says, Blitz, when's Mario Kart stream? Because the last one was so fun. Darth Rex, probably in a week or two. Real Ninja says, what comics do you recommend? I would need a little bit more, I guess, like guidance as far as what you like to read. Like if you want to read independent comics, I would recommend one thing. If you want to read like more mature comics, there's another thing. If you want to read superhero comics, there's another thing. If it's a specific hero from DC or Marvel, so you got to give me a little bit more info. The guy says, can you play Apex Legends? No, I have no interest in Apex Legends. Will you play Avengers on your channel? From Shakar Latif. Yes, I will. Can you play some Skylanders again? From Oscar Gustafsson. All I'm going to say for now is just stick around. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on your notifications, people. Pineapple on pizza, question mark? Here's the thing. Usually I would say no, but I have had pizza that has had pineapple on it, and it actually did taste good. But then I don't know why. Sometimes it's absolutely gross and disgusting. So it's like a hit or miss. It depends where you get it from. Will you play Spider-Man 2 PS4 when it comes out? Yes. Did you like Birds of Prey Harley Quinn movie? I did not. I thought it was kind of all over the place. I think that Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is an amazing casting. Like, she's really, 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 really great as Harley Quinn. But I just think that in that movie, it just felt like they introduced too many characters and they tried to make all of them feel important. And then ultimately what happens is that none of them feel important because there's not enough time to like build each character. So I would have much rather, if they could have, introduced, let's say, her and Huntress, or her, Huntress, and oh my gosh, what is the police officer? Montoya. Like, they could have done maybe 3 characters, not introduce all the Birds of Prey right away, because I think it would have been just better if they saved it for the sequel, and that's just my opinion. Blitz, do you watch Titans? I do not. Will you play Spider-Man Edge of Time? From Janelle Gaming. Possibly. That's all I'm going to say for now. Real Ninja says, Blitz, I meant Marvel Comics. Personally, I would recommend just start where it all started. Go with this. Go with this right here. Boom shakalaka. Amazing Fantasy and Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus. Just start there and go from there. If there's no specifics on which character you like. Omni's Wildcats X says, Max, who's your inspirations? I don't know what you mean by that in terms of what, like YouTube videos or writers, directors, books. So I need, again, more specificity there to be able to answer such a broad question. Do you know Chad Wild Clay? No, I don't know what that is. Is that a game? Or maybe that's a YouTube channel. Do you watch anime? Yes, I've not watched, like, the latest thing that I've watched was probably My Hero Academia Season 4 and Demon Slayer, so I haven't watched much since. I do have a friend who keeps, like, telling me that I need to watch Doro Hidoro, I think it's called, on Netflix, so maybe that'll be the next show I'll watch for anime-wise. Caleb Games says, please read my comment. There you go, Caleb. What the heck does that say? GB Packers Rocks 52. Holy, that is a name and a half. Dogs or cats? Dogs, no doubt. Not even a question. Watch, like, half the viewers just drop out. What game has caught your attention like no other? That's a good question. I mean, at the time when I played Last of Us for the very first time, I was beyond impressed because the animations and the attention to detail in that game is just mind-boggling. I really, really think that at the time of release, Batman Arkham Asylum was insanely good. I mean, it's still insanely good, but I just think that within the context of when it released, I was super duper excited. Spider-Man. I'm trying to remember other. I actually remember specifically ranting Metal Gear Solid 2 and playing that. Like, I literally played the entire game in one sitting. So that was another game that I was like super duper stoked about. And oddly enough, the question here from Kukudi24 saying, will you bring back WWE 2K? Before I answer your question, a lot of the WWE games, like Raw versus SmackDown, back when they used to do those games, I played those games for hours on end. So those would be up there as well. And then as far as your question, Kukudi, we'll see. I don't, right now, I don't think so, just because I don't really follow the product at all. So I wouldn't even know where to begin, you know? Batman or Spider-Man? Batman. Rice King says, Blitz, would you consider doing a create your own Lego game series where it is your idea for a new Lego game and you go in depth into characters and levels along with new features for your game? So I basically do like a pitch. Maybe. I think that would be relatively... I mean, I guess I don't think I would do that as a series because I think that could be boring, but as like a one-off video, kind of like what I did with Spider-Verse, I think that'd be kind of a cool idea. A Real Ninja says, Blitz, do you watch Suits? Yes, I've seen all of Suits. What was your first video game? Probably Duck Hunt, I think. Mario, Duck Hunt, and then there was like this weird tank game where you'd play like as a tank and you'd be driving around firing on other tanks. And not World of Tanks, obviously. Matt0124, thank you so very much for the $4.99 super chat, my friend. Which game do you think is better, God of War 2008 or Spider-Man PS4? Dude! I think Spider-Man is better for me personally, but oddly enough, I would say that gameplay-wise, I think that God of War is, I don't know, because I mean, Spider-Man is really well done as well. I got to go with Spider-Man, but I could easily see the argument being made for God of War being the better game. In fact, I think that's why, I think in 2008, God of War was Game of the Year, right? So I guess that's understandable. Spider Thomas HG, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Carrot King says, what is the meaning of milk? Okay. Moving on. Darth Rex says, Blitz, will you do more watch-alongs for Star Wars? I don't know. I think that if I were to do another watch-along, I think it'll be probably for a Marvel movie. Ben Fulton says, did you know that the PlayStation 5 will have 2 stands included so you can have it standing up or laying down? I did not know that, but now I do. So thanks for letting me know. Blitz fan 1234 says, my favorite anime is My Hero, but then again, the only anime I've watched are Dragon Ball and My Hero. I'm on season 3 of My Hero. Any anime you recommend? Could you do a watch along for My Hero? Probably not a watch along because that would just be way too long. Like if we did even just one season at a time, I mean, that's going to be like, what, every episode is like 22, 24 minutes long, and it's like 20 something episodes. It's going to be like hours and hours and hours. So probably not a watch along. And then any anime that I could recommend, Demon Slayer. You got to watch that. That thing is a masterpiece. Bradshaw Studio says, hello to all. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Hunt FNYT says, what's up, Blitz? Remember me? I do. What's up, man? How are you doing? D and A, clever spelling there. What is your favorite FNAF game? I've only played the one, so that one. The one that I played. Which I think was the first one, right? Would you like to see a Lego Stranger Things game? No, I would not. Maverick Cortez says, will you sing, please? No. Jaden Johnson says, are you Canadian? Yes, I am. ZX Forsty says, will you do a PS5 unboxing? Yes, I will. Huerta Sanchez Miguel says hi. Hello, how are you doing? Mystic Masters asking, have you seen Troll Hunters? I have. Rice King says, Blitz, who's your favorite member of the Sinister Six and watch along Spider-Man Far From Home? That would be awesome. Favorite member of the Sinister Six? Probably Doc Ock or Rhino. Wolfie says, Blitz, what happened to you, Gamer Narus? Nothing, as far as I know. What headphones do you use? I have two sets. So I have the Audio Technica, what are they called again? ATH M50X. And then these are Sennheiser, but I don't remember the... Do they have a code thing? These Sennheiser ones. I don't remember what the... Yeah, I don't think they have a... Yeah, they don't have their like model number written down. Will you do an Until Dawn series? I've played Until Dawn. Jacob Joseph, go check out Famba Potion. Matto124, thank you so very much for the $4.99 super chat, my friend. Much appreciated. Did you hear about the rumors of a Marvel's Spider-Man remaster coming to PlayStation 5? I did not hear about that, but if that's the case, sign me up. I mean, if they have a Spider-Man game that's going to run faster and have, I mean, it was pretty fast as it is, but maybe have a handful more missions and a few more suits unlocked, sounds good to me. Rice King says, I'm about to buy a hoodie. What color? I think this color works best. Boom shakalaka. If you're going for this like older logo, there is the Blitz Night logo as well. Those ones I'm still waiting on to arrive, because apparently with everything going on in the world, my merch was supposed to be here. I think it was June 4th or 5th or something like that, and it still hasn't gotten here. So hopefully it'll get here soon enough. Are you from Montreal? From Geo Spade? No, I am not. Blitz, do you know who I am? Darth Rex. You are Darth Neymar. So yeah, Rice King. Either pick the color that you like best, or I would go with this blue. I think it works really, really well. Okay, I already answered that. Chugs asks, hey Blitz, do you know any Daredevil comics which are really good? Dude, Chip Zdarsky right now is knocking it out of the park. I would say that Daredevil has never been written poorly. He's probably the only character that I've ever read where every person that has ever written Daredevil has knocked it out of the park. From Mark Miller to Brian Michael Bendis to Mark Waid to Chip Zdarsky right now, who's just doing an awesome job. So to Frank Miller, sorry, just pretty much everybody that I've ever read write Daredevil has knocked it out of the park. So I would recommend the current run. That way you are kind of caught up with like the recent stuff. So get the trades. I think maybe they have a hardcover. I don't know. Get the trades or the hardcover, and then after that, maybe read in singles. Poom Boy says, you gonna play Last of Us 2? Yes, I'm excited for it. It's getting exceptional reviews, so hopefully it'll be a great game. Raul Dorotio, sorry, I was gonna say Dorito by mistake. What is your greatest fear? Not accomplishing everything that I want to accomplish in my lifespan. Trump in 12. Hey Blitz, what about signed memorabilia from you? I do have the option of doing like I've done like stickers and then also like cards with Blitzbot on them that are signed. The plan is that whenever we inevitably release those Blitzbot plushes, the plan is to go on ahead and do a signed card along with each one of them. So that's what I want to do. Omni's Wildcat says, what's your inspiration for everything? Also, can you sing a song for us? I cannot sing. Trust me. You guys will all leave as soon as I begin singing. And then as far as inspiration for everything, I mean, it's tough, but it's going to be cheesy, but just due to my background and how I grew up, pretty much just my mom and like how much work she had to go through and how many jobs and everything just to raised me, so there you go. Not to get too sappy and cheesy. Spider Thomas HD, thank you so very much for the $4.99 super chat, my friend. Blitz, thank you so much for acknowledging me in your streams a few times. Me and my friends are so excited. Awesome, dude. Happy to hear that. Who do you want to see in Spider-Man PS5? I'm not sure if I understand the question. What do you mean by who do I want to see in Spider-Man 5? I would like to see Spider-Man. I would like to see Venom, ideally. That's probably would be a really cool like storyline if they could introduce Venom, Carnage, etc. Typical Force says, will you play Infamous Second Son? I've played it. Typical Force, you must not know that I have another channel called Fanboy Potion. Go check it out. Full walkthrough there. You didn't do free play for Lego Marvel Avengers. Zozo Alhamdan, maybe? I did do that originally. I just felt like there was no need to go through free play once again. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully you're done singing. Indeed. Cormier versus Miocic 3. I think Miocic takes it again. I just think that Cormier has reached that weird moment, you know, where like in one fight he has aged like 20 years. I think we're there with him. Harrison, you Toft, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you so very much for the very generous 10 buckaroo super chat. That's our biggest super chat of the stream. Much appreciated. Hey man, a big fan of yours for a few years now. Thank you. Gotta say I love your content, man. Please keep up the good work. Well, thanks for that. I appreciate the kind words, Harrison. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for tuning in and taking the time to hang out here today. You missed the super chat. No, I did not. I was just reading it. Have you watched Dragon Ball Super? I started to watch it. Again, the problem with watching Dragon Ball Super is that I've seen so many different episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and then Dragon Ball, then Dragon Ball GT even I've watched for a little bit. I've watched the Dragon Ball Z movies. It's like I've had enough of that universe. You know, it's like I want to watch. There's a bunch of other stuff that I've never seen that I need to catch up on. There will be a Blitzbot plush. Yes, eventually. Once I figure out a way logistically how to do the plush economically and also at enough of a scale, because I could get the price to be relatively low, but I would have to order like 1,000 of them. I'm not going to sell 1,000 of them. So because of that, I need to try to find a good balance of how many to order, and then make sure that they can be priced fairly so that you guys can actually get them for a reasonable cost. Darth Rex, Blitz, shave your eyebrows, lol. Oh, okay, thanks. Are you getting a PlayStation 5 or a new Xbox? PlayStation 5 for sure. I'm not sure about the Xbox yet. I haven't decided. I don't know if I can justify getting another console if I can just play most of the games on PC. Will you play Oculus Quest VR? I don't have the Oculus Quest VR, so no. Favorite My Hero villain? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I could decide on one. I think hopefully after a few more seasons, I'll be able to answer that better. What Batman comics would you recommend? Amon H. I would recommend Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo's run on Batman is really, really good. I would recommend Earth One by Jeff Johns. I would recommend what was it called? I think it was called Black Mirror. No, not Black Mirror. I don't remember what it was called. Let me think. I mean, if you haven't read any of the like Killing Joke and those types of storylines, then obviously read those as well. But like Dark Knight Returns, those are classics also. Okay, guys, I'm going to take another 2 or 3 questions, and then we're going to call it a day. So make it a good one. Who's your favorite member of the Bat family? Batman. I mean, I'm assuming the question probably is supposed to be phrased outside of Batman, not including Batman. Probably. I mean, they've done a really good job with Catwoman lately in the comics. So Catwoman or Nightwing. Have you watched Vikings? I have not. Pedro HSN, but that is for sure a show that I do want to watch because I've heard so many good things about that show. I just know that a friend of mine started to watch that show at the same time that I was watching Game of Thrones. And I don't know. I'm one of those people like where if I'm watching one show of that style, I can't watch another show. Like, so because of that, now I could probably check out Vikings. Which Skylander do you like the most? Probably Pop Fizz. Have you watched? Just answer that. Do you know Dennis Daly? He's a YouTuber. I do not. Jocelyn Aware. Never heard of him. Water or water? Very tough selection. Harrison, thank you so very much for yet another 10 buckaroo super chat. Just out of curiosity, how come you never finished your walkthrough of Skyrim? It just became insanely overwhelming to think like how many episodes I was going to have to do for that game, because it was probably going to end up being like 100, 150 videos to finish the game. So yeah, not a very exciting answer, but that's what it would be. All right, let me do a couple more questions. When will you do a Q&A? Warner Boys, don't know how to answer that. Can you play, how do you say that? Dungan. I don't even know how to say that correctly. So I'm going to say no, because I don't even know how to pronounce that correctly. Will you play Portal Knights? Don't know what that is either, so I can't say yes or no. Did you watch Hunter x Hunter? I have not, but that's a show that a gamer was trying to get me to watch. That and, gosh, the one that Natanori likes. Dang it, what is it called? The one that has Natsu, I think, in it. I forget the name of it. Will you play Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Yes. That's going to be finally another Assassin's Creed game that I'm excited to check out. Osvaldo says, is Square Enix doing a poor job advertising the Avengers game? No, it's too early to advertise it. Makes no sense right now. They're doing a good enough job. Like you saw this past week, they started to tease the Kamala Khan images of her room with like the posters and all that. So they're starting to slowly like roll stuff out. Do you think that Halo 6 will beat Spider-Man 2 and all the other launches of the PS5? No. No chance. Will you play Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Just answer that. What's your favorite Lego game? Lego Marvel Superheroes. What? Broccoli or pizza? Pizza. What's your favorite Master Short? I don't know what that means. Do you think I already just answered that? Okay, Emma 2.0. Last question of the day. No pressure. Who's your favorite DC villain? The Joker. So, with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up this month's Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to all 731 of you guys for dropping a like on the stream. Much appreciated. Thank you so very much for your support. Of course, huge shout out to all of you guys who fired off the super chat questions as well. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I'll be live again in around 3.5 hours from now with Fortnite challenge stream sub games, which is going to be no HUD challenge. If you have questions that were not answered today, please consider tuning in next month. We're going to do another one of these Q&As next month. We're going to keep them going on a monthly basis, at least for the foreseeable future. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you guys so very much for taking the time to tune in. Of course, once again, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. If you'd like to become a member of the channel in order to gain exclusive emotes, badge next to your name, access to the Discord server, access to exclusive channels on the Discord server, of course, please consider becoming a member. There's a link at the top of the description. You can always grab some merch. There's a link for that also in the description. And I'll hopefully catch you guys next time. Bye, everyone.